Hey, I, I got your text. You're not doing the best? No. That's alright. Well, hey, you want company? No, I'm here. So, how about we go sit on the couch together and I can just chat at you for a while? Now you get when you go mute. And I'm assuming you just want me to ramble on about some things. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. It's alright. Come on. Let's go to the couch. So, gosh, must have been a really long day then. Yeah, it must have been work then, or just stressful day. Stressful day? Yeah, it's okay. Well, I'm really happy you texted me to ask for a little help, you know? Makes me feel weird little kind of happy. I'm not happy that you have a bad day, but I'm very happy that you trusted me enough to text me. And trusted me enough to text me to come, keep you company while you're just kind of here. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. It's gonna be alright. I do hope tomorrow's better though, but can't really do much about it except for make right now a bit better. That's why I'm here. So, how about I make you a proposition? You come a bit closer to me, and I'll give you some head pats. Is that okay? You okay with touch right now? Yeah? Okay. Come here, hun. I'll give you some touch. I'll give you some pats. Plenty of pats for you. Oh, gosh. Well, while I give you all of these pats, I'm going to ramble on about my day. Because, well, long and exhausting socially at least. Not in a bad way. It's more of like tired after a good exercise, a good run, You're tired, but you're happy because, you did a thing. I got to play D&D today, and it was really fun. I honestly lost a bit of confidence with my DMing skills because I'm a dungeon master for my campaign, but I don't know. Today we didn't have any combat. It was all RP, and it went really well, actually. I was able to play the characters really well. I was able to get in that headspace quite nicely. And, I'm tired by the end of it, but I'm really happy I got to play. You only get to play every other week usually, so it's always a gift, to me at least. I'm really happy, and I love making my players happy. Oh gosh, I got to play some of my favorite NPCs today. And they're planning an ambush on this group. And they had like 3 days to do it, and they're doing the most absurd things, like they're trying to convince them that there's like a demon in the forest that they need to come out and, kill. Because this group is not very a big fan of demons, which is absolutely reasonable. But they are setting up all of these pitfall traps and snares, and we're going to plan to ambush them once they come in. Because this group is a lot of not nice people. So I'm very excited for the next session. They've done a lot of scouting, and, they deserve to have a good fight. So I'm really excited for that. It's not often I get a good session with RP, especially one that's 4 hours long. It's so much fun. Maybe one day I'll have to teach you and we can play. Or you can play in one of my games. I'm a little weird. I really don't like being a player in D&D. I really, really just prefer being a dungeon master. I just don't like sticking to one thing. You know, I love telling stories. I love just rambling and talking on, as you can probably notice with me talking my face off. But you love me, don't you? You love me that I'm a rambly little crit. Yeah, I can see your little... Yeah. Yeah. It's an odd talent of mine, just being able to ramble on. But glad you find it comforting. I'm glad there's a use for it other than just telling stories of a make-believe land far, far away. And I'm glad I get to be of comfort to you. And I get to give you all these scritches. And I can just make the rest of your day a bit better. So thank you for inviting me over. Your couch is always the comfiest. But, you know what? You look tired. And I know I'm a little tired. And sitting up is just a little tiring. So, how about I lay down and you can lay down on me or next to me, wherever you feel. And I'll keep giving you all these pets. And, you can just cuddle. I'll always cuddle the homies. And you are one of the best homies. So, you get all the cuddles. You get all the homie privileges. Alright? You get all the cuddles and head pats and everything that I can give to you. So come lay next to me. And I'll hold you. And I'll just keep rambling. And you can do whatever you want. If you want to fall asleep, it's okay. It wouldn't be the first time you've fallen asleep on me. It will not be the last. Alright. So you really don't need to focus on anything I'm saying next. I am not quizzing you later. Okay? Alright. Oh, gosh. Man. Oh, God. What do I want to talk about now? D&D is just... I don't know. There's something about it that's always so much fun. I always love telling these little... I like telling stories on the darker side that have to deal with a bit more serious topics, but I like finding the humanity in things, like the humanity of, groups and people getting together to fight against darkness. And, it doesn't need to be like a darkness of just like, oh, bad guys, And some of my favorite moments didn't really involve a bad guy. A lot of them are just friends together bonding. Yeah, friends together just bonds, friendship. One of my fondest memories of an earlier campaign, everyone was in a hideout. They were hiding from this group of people that were hunting them. And they created this little alcove as like a refugee camp for people who were being displaced. And, it was a rough couple days, and everyone just kind of finally got back together after a very rough couple months in game. And everyone just kind of got together in game and just partied, but not in like a crazy way. It was more of just like almost like a festival. Just people happy to be alive, happy to be with others. Breaking out of social anxiety with some characters, some NPCs learning how to be more confident. Others, learning to trust the people they've been fighting with. It's really sweet, really. I love watching connections being formed and development. I love watching people develop into better things. It's one of my favorite parts about having a friend, both IRL and, characters in games, in real life, here. I love seeing my friends. I love seeing you, move on with life, keep going, getting better. Love to see you succeed And I love to be there when every once in a while things don't go well. Because, stuff happens. Sometimes you fall down, sometimes, things don't go the right way, and I'm more than happy to just be here and, give a chest to relax on, to lay on. It's just, the way I see things. But that's only my little silly point of view. Everyone else is different. That's okay, because that variety makes people beautiful. But really, in the end, I just want to see the people I care about become beautiful humans. I want to see them become better. Work through whatever we're going through. Ever not be a bad day at work. Just a rough day in the head. You don't always need to be moving forward. Sometimes you need to take a step back. And that's okay. And as long as you want to keep moving forward, I feel like you can. There's this whole thing, there's this whole world, and sometimes it's not the best, but I feel like it's small moments like these that make life worth living. Small moments of just two people being together, relaxing, being vulnerable and comfortable. God, you're warm. Very comfortable. And just these small moments that make everything okay. Not everything's perfect, unfortunately. But honestly, striving for perfection, I feel like, is striving for failure. Nothing will ever be perfect. It's just a way of nature. But we can always strive to be our best, and for the best. We can strive to be better, to do better. And that's okay. Some days it's tiring, and we can't do that. Some days the best we can do is nothing. And that's alright. Because I feel like, as long as you're not bringing any hate into this world, as long as you're just being okay with people existing, I feel like that's enough. Maybe not for everyone, but it's enough to know that you made the choice just not to be bad. I don't know. I'm getting a little drowsy myself. But it's exhausting work, being better at times. And some days you just don't have the energy to. But almost always doing, not making negative action is also a lot. Sometimes choosing to not do something is just as impactful as doing something. And sometimes, things don't always go perfectly. That's alright. You just gotta get up and learn from our mistakes. And that's okay. Because mistakes are what we learn from. They're our greatest teacher. And, gosh, I'm getting drowsy. Yeah, even though we make them, if we learn from them, I feel like any mistake can be, or almost any mistake can be forgiven if you learn from them. If you learn how to be better from it. If you become better. I feel like, it makes the mistakes okay. It makes everything okay, I feel like. Yeah, it's not all pretty roses and whatnot, but you're making a step forward. Even if you had to fall down, take a few steps back and reassess some things. To keep going forward, that's okay. That's okay. Because you're still moving forward. That's all that matters. Even if it takes a while. Even if it means you need to sit down and not move for a while, it's okay. Because as long as you want to keep moving forward, that's what matters. It's the intent. That's what matters to me, at least, is the intent. Because as long as you have that, as long as you want to do better, as long as you want to learn from whatever happens and your mistakes when you make them, as long as you want to go forward, I'll be here. I'll give you all the cuddles, all the pats, and I'll be that good friend for you whenever you need them. I'll be there for you whenever you need me. And, sometimes I don't always text, and that's mostly my brain just unexisting for a bit. Phasing out of existence. It's mostly the ADD. Honestly, as soon as people leave my immediate view, I just kind of forget they exist. Like, I know they're there, I know who they are, but like, in that moment, in that second, I forget, which isn't the best, and I'm still trying to learn from it and my mistakes with that, because I love my friends so much. And sometimes I don't talk to them for a while, because I just kind of forget the message. And then eventually the messages go down the list, and once it's down past the, immediate area, I kind of just forget too. But it's really on me. And that's okay, I think. I still love checking in with them, seeing how we're doing, giving them, a little person to check in with. Always love being a person who's just like, oh, hey, right, look at what I did, look at this thing I accomplished, or I love seeing those little positive impacts I can have on people's lives. I love seeing and talking to my old D&D players, talking about how much they enjoyed my game when I was still learning, and how much they loved how much I adapted and changed, and how, much they enjoyed it, and they got into D&D themselves. They became a dungeon master. It makes me so happy to see that someone is enjoying a hobby because of me, found that hobby because of me. And other times, seeing friends again who are thanking me for, things like this. And, thanking me for showing them that they're worth, being loved and cared for. That it's okay to want things, and to want to be happy, and to want to be, It always makes me so happy to see them doing better. It always makes me so happy to see the steps they've made, because even in those moments, they may have not been moving forward. Maybe they were sitting back, maybe taking a few steps back to see where they needed to go. But, in the end, after time, when I got to see them again, they were down the right path. They were finding happiness. They have a partner now, and they're very happy. That's very nice to see. It's nice to see that they're happy, and that they learned that it's okay to be happy for me. And I feel so honored that I was able to do that for them. And I hope for the little times that I have with you that you can also learn that it's okay to want to be loved, and to have this kind of attention. And that even though we may just be friends, I still love you. I love my friends. I genuinely do. They mean the world to me. They mean everything to me. And I don't know if there's anything I wouldn't do for a friend. As long as it's within my grasp, as long as it's something I can do, it's something I'm gonna want to do for them. Yeah. But I think I've been rambling a bit too long. I think I'm gonna drift off as well. Looks like you're barely conscious. That's okay. I'll be here. We can move to the bed when you wake up. Because I do not want to get up. And I'm not gonna wake you up to get up.